welcome along, another video. And those of you who are regular watchers might remember Lady here, my little English setter. And the last video I made, she was only 5 months old. And she's now approximately 15 months old. And if you remember the training videos, I described what I actually wanted from her. And largely speaking, she has fulfilled the role that I've set out for her. She's a brilliant hunter, very fast dog, very fixated on birds. There was one thing that I kind of spoke a lot about in the earlier videos, and that was the possibility of her retrieving. Now, I've shot a couple of pheasants over her, and with the exception of one, she didn't retrieve them. She retrieved one that fell in a drain and brought it out of the drain, and actually brought it to hand. But I've shot other birds out in the open, so to speak, and they've fallen out in the field, and she goes out, mouths them, and just leaves them thereafter and ignores them. So she's not retrieving in the true sense of the word. Now, with snipe on the other hand, which I'm hopefully going to shoot today, she'll pick the snipe up and retrieve them sometimes, and then sometimes I have to go to her to take them, but at least she picks them up. So with the exception of the retrieving issue, which isn't really an issue when you take into account that she's actually a setter. She wouldn't really be expected to retrieve as a matter of course. She's a brilliant dog outside of that, and bear in mind she's only a puppy yet, she's only 15 months old. So hopefully I'm going to give you a little demonstration of her hunting ability today, possibly shoot a snipe, and it'll be interesting to see what she'll do while I have the video on, see what she'll do with the bird, assuming that I can shoot one. So stay tuned. Now this is the field I've chosen for our little mini hunt here, and I don't know if it looks very promising because I was here about a week ago and there were quite a few snipe here, but in the meantime there's been slurry spread here, and I don't know whether or not that's going to help or hinder. So what I do is I let Lady go here, she's chomping at the bit, and we let her hunt the field and hopefully she'll find a snipe. Another thing that's going to mitigate against it as well is there's very little air movement, practically no breeze or anything, so maybe today is not the best day, but we'll give it a try. Good girl. Now, as you can see, she's slowing up already. Good girl. Good girl. Now she's taken off after some little bird there. Because she's so young and immature and has still got a lot to learn, she's a tendency to chase any kind of bird or to any kind of scent at all. She's inclined to stop and point it. But generally speaking, when she's on a snipe or a pheasant, she's very solid. Now she just bumped the snipe there because, as I said, there's no wind. Occasionally I like to call her into me. Lady! 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 Hey! Get here! 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 Sit! Sit! Now I call her, sit. I call her in, just get her to sit next. Hey! That's just to steady her up and get into the habit of being called back and not doing just exactly as she likes all the time. Sit. Good girl, get on. That wasn't a snipe, it's just a little birdie of some kind. She just bumped another snipe. Now you might say that's a fault, but it's not really, bearing in mind the complete lack of wind. It's absolutely still. So she's not getting any scent on the wind, which would give her a chance. Girl. And just small birds again. The snipe are scarce here today. It's probably due to the fact that the slurry was spread here recently. As you see, she ranges out quite a bit. She's out approximately probably near 200 yards now. She seldom goes any further than that, which is just ideal for the kind of countryside that I'm hunting. Good girl. Good girl. A little breeze would help. Lady, get here, get here, get here, get here, get here. Sit. Good girl. Get on. So although she's 15 months and I've spent quite a lot of time training her when she was younger, training is an ongoing thing. So now I think I'm going to have to go elsewhere because the slurry, I think, has put the snipe off coming in here. So I'll head elsewhere. Get here, get here, get here, get here. Another thing I taught her to do, heel up, heel. Heel is to walk to heel, heel, which is very handy if you're like me and you walk around the countryside and you want to approach a pond, for instance, and get there before the dog. Heel. It's handy to have her walk to heel so that we can reach the pond together instead of her getting there first and scaring off any ducks or get here, get here, get here, get here, get here, get here. Lady, sit. Sit. Good girl. Hey. Get on. Good girl. As I stressed in the earlier videos, it's very important to have control over the dog. If you don't have control over a dog with hunting drive like this dog has, well, she'll be hunting over there where those houses are, which is approximately 3/4 of a mile away. And that's a major problem I've seen with setters and pointers in particular down through the years, where there was no control exerted on them in their first 8 or 10 months. They were allowed to do whatever they liked, and the habit they got was to range too far, and that's why I like to maintain control. So, as I said, I'll head for somewhere else. The slurry stinks here. Get here, get here, get here, get here, get here, get here. Heel. Heel. Hey, 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 hey. Heel. Hey, hey, hey. Heel. I'm going to put her on the lead now, and I'm going to walk her back to the car, which is approximately a quarter of a mile away. And we don't let her run around every time she wants. We don't let her do, we let her do things, but only under control. And she's actually watching a little robin in the ditch here now. She's completely and utterly, as I said, obsessed with birds, irrespective of their size or their species. But she will learn in time the important birds to be interested in are the ones that I'm interested in, game birds. So stay with me until we get to the next field. Now, as I'm on my way to the other location, just thought I might talk a little bit more about Lady and how she's been getting on. The earlier videos, a very basic training of sit, stay and the recall. I spent quite a lot of time on that, and that's paid off basically because I have a fair level of control over the dog, because as I said, she has a very strong hunting drive, and that means that she wants to hunt to the exclusion of everything else, and that includes listening to me. So in order to get any form of control over it, it's imperative with any gun dog is that you start your training at the appropriate time and you send them the message that you're in control and they do things but only at your behest. Lady from the earliest days showed great promise in terms of hunting ability and her interest in birds in particular. She has a lot to learn obviously still, because she's still very young. She just one second, get a turn here now. She's interested in all kinds of birds, and she has yet to learn that we're only interested in particular types of birds. So eventually, as time goes on, she will learn to ignore birds and animals and stuff like that that we're not interested in. That we're principally interested in game birds like snipe, pheasants and woodcock. Now, that takes a dog a while to learn, so at the moment any little bird that she meets or any scent that she comes across, she tends to investigate, and that's all fine at the moment, but like I say, she will in time learn to ignore the unimportant birds in a sense. I've had great enjoyment with her so far. Like I explained in one of the other videos, it's been many years since I've had a setter or pointer. I've had springers for the most part for the last 20 odd years, and getting back into the setters was like renewing an old friendship in a sense, and it's been really enjoyable to watch her learning her trade, and it was like a return to my youth, if you like, and it's been a great experience. And she's an amazing dog. I was talking to a friend of mine recently, and he, like myself, has a lot of experience in dogs, and he'd be of the same opinion as me that she's an exceptional dog for her age. Because when we were, many years ago, when we had pointers and setters, it was very, very difficult to get a good one, and I was extremely lucky to get Lady. Like I said, she's the first one I've had in many years, and I kind of fell on my feet. I bought her basically from out of the boot of a car, essentially, and from a guy down in County Kerry. But I'd heard of him and I'd heard about his dogs, so I bought the dog on that basis, and like I said, she's turned out to be an exceptional animal, so I'm more than pleased with her. So I've nearly arrived now at the other location, so I'm hoping to meet a snipe and maybe shoot the snipe and show you Lady in action again, so stay tuned. Now, I've arrived here at this location, one of the few wild places left. Well, when I say wild, rushy fields like this are very rare in the part of the country I live in, unfortunately, due to drainage, etc, etc. Now, for those of you who are curious, and some people ask me questions like this, what ammunition do I use for various purposes? I'm using 7.5s and 9s for snipe. That's what I use. And Lady here is mad to go, so I'm just going to sit her for a minute, let her take it in. Sit, 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 sit. She'll go when I tell her and not until. Sit. Good girl, get on. Now hopefully we'll meet a snipe or two in this. Hold on. Like I said earlier, we're very little in the way of any wind. There's virtually no breeze. Hang on. No. There's been hard frost the last few nights, so we would expect the ground to be wet. It's hard underfoot, so that might mitigate against the snipe being here also. Anybody that knows the snipe behaviour, I'd be very interested to know what determines where they'll be at any given time. If anybody knows anything, be very interested, please leave a comment. Sometimes I go in places and there could be dozens of them, and I go the following day they're not there at all. So I'd be very happy to know if anybody could tell me what motivates them to go, maybe be in a place today and not be there tomorrow. They don't seem to be here either, where I would expect them to be. Good girl. Come on, come on. Hey, 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 hey. Lady, lady. She seems to have a scent of something here. That's why she's ignoring me, I think. Or maybe she's just ignoring me because she wants to. Yeah, in a place like this, under any normal conditions, I'd expect to be meeting snipe, but nothing so far. Oh yeah, she's just set one just as he took off. There may be another one, but she seems to be fairly sure. I missed. Snipe are difficult to shoot. Anyone who's hunted snipe will tell you that. Girl. Girl. Come on, lady. Girl. Come on, come on. The only snipe in the field and I missed him. Missed again. He's gone, lady. He's gone and I missed him. Hang on. We have another. Hopefully I'll make a better job of it this time. As you can see, she's a very steady dog once she's fairly sure. And she seems to be fairly sure here now. Girl, lady. Girl. Girl. Looks like he's gone, lady. Yeah. He's gone, lady, he's gone. An older, more experienced dog would know that the bird was gone and wouldn't delay around as long, but she has yet to learn that sort of thing. So good girl, she's being careful. And she's going back again to check the same place. Yeah. That's inexperience. Hold on. And she set solid again. So maybe it's me that's wrong. I'm fairly sure whatever bird was there is gone. Come on. Come on. Come on, he's gone. Come on, gone, gone. Good girl. Come on. And she's gone back yet again. But isn't that unbelievable? A massive cock pheasant. And I missed him with both barrels. Well, that's got to be... What a great dog she actually is. She kept going back and kept going back. Oh my God. What a fantastic dog she actually is. Trust your dog, people. Trust your dog. Good girl, lady. Come on. He's gone this time. He's gone. Come on. Disastrous shooting, but what a brilliant little dog she is. Good girl, lady. Good girl. That was great. I'm not at all upset about missing him. It's just for the dog's sake it would have been good to shoot him, but I'm delighted with her performance. So there you go. The shooting left a lot to be desired, but what a brilliant performance from this young dog. I was walking up the field. She was convinced there was something there. I wasn't. She went back several times and seemed to be certain each time, but I kept calling her away. And she went back and she was right all along. But like I said, it would have been nice to shoot the cock pheasant for the dog, but I'm not too worried about that at all. It just goes to show you the potential of this young dog at only 15 months. So anyway, thanks very much for watching, and in the next video hopefully I'll shoot something and we'll see what she'll do then. So, is an gáil in biggie cuaramach agus be me caint rísliv an céad óra le. Slán go fóill.